it's very unusual for me to say this, and it is not the type. You might think I might be sick in the head for saying this, and um, let's just start off a few things here. As you know, uh, I don't know where to begin on this. Maybe I'm sick in the head for even trying to agree with Zas what they're doing. Um, but I'll be honest. And so, anyways, uh, where do I begin? Right. So, as you know, Update 35 um, is on its way less than a month. Um, and in the weirdest sense, I think after I make this video, I might need my head examined. But in the weirdest sense, I think I'm actually happy they're coming up with an Update 35. My whole thing is, in the reason why I'm basically siding with Zaz on this, I know this sounds like a fangirl kind of thing, and normally I don't side with anybody, is telling. I also think that when you start seeing truth to what it is, and you see things in Cyrodiil, for an example, I think, in truth and honesty, I understand people think that the Oaken Soul Ring is going to be their bread and butter. Look, I understand that some of y'all like the Oaken Soul Ring, but the thing I'm going to say is a lot of these PvPers, for once in Cyrodiil, some of them are way overpowered to be PvPing, and it just dawned on me just recently, this morning. Um, and I don't like saying it, but in some cases, the CP, like your champion points in PvP, they act as a handicap for you to basically make yourself a little bit more, more like overpowered. And I find that if that's a case in the in some of the campaigns that have the CP issue, and you're seeing it as a crutch, but I'm not gonna. That's a different time, different story about CP in general. Um, so my whole thing is here is personally, I know there's some people who may not like the idea. Um, I'm saying this why I'm agreeing with Update 35, but I think it's a good thing that they're doing it that way. Because there's a lot of overpowered PvP builds, and some of the sets they were talking about, Zas had issued of the changes coming, and some of those sets that the majority of PvPers are using are way too overpowered to be using in PvP. Now, I'm happy they're gonna gut the Oaken Soul Ring. I'm happy they're gonna basically gut the sets that people are using now. In truth, I don't. I. I mean, look, I played Battle Arena, like I've done arena PvP arenas in the past. I didn't do PvP for a long time because of the way how some people can actually manipulate the system. And before anybody says anything, it's not about the gear setting, but a lot of people have been taking advice about how to do cookie cutter builds. Oh no. Anyways, we just lost our emperor. So basically what I'm saying is, we have people who do these cookie cutter builds who think that they are, OP. I mean, there's a point to when you could be OP until something gets nerfed. It's kind of like, let's say you're, let's say you are a, you could be a long time player, and I don't know. I gotta go help my Emperor out, but it's just like a lot of things in general. Yay, he's here. Is that him? No, it's not. Ow, you mother yucker. There we go. But I also think in general that it's an unfair advantage to some people who are basically trying to get their foot out there into PvP. And you can't like do a whole lot. It just basically gets down to it, you know? But my whole thing is, in truth and honesty, I'm actually happy that Zest is making that change, the whole update, only because I don't think it in a sense it's kind of discouraging. You know, you can't expect. You really. Wait, I see a guy up there. So you really can't expect anything other than, you know, like everybody making these cookie cutter builds, and when there's people who are new to PvP in Cyrodiil, it becomes that issue where you don't have a snowball's chance, and if you're using any type of base gear, and yet you make a character that's overpowered, it becomes an issue. I mean, there are new players I've seen who come into Cyrodiil, and it becomes a problem when a new player gets discouraged because they can't get a kill in, or they get one-shotted by by somebody who makes something that's way, doesn't belong, makes a gear, a PvP gear, too overpowering for your one-shot people. I mean, we also have the other PvPers that don't contribute, which is an exploit of what they call the teabaggers. Those are people who teabag people rather than just trying to be part of the team. They don't contribute along with that. And I think in some cases, like some of these PvPers who manipulate the system into ESO, they should be, I think some of their gear should be nerfed, because you as an individual, when you PvP, you cannot enjoy PvP to what it is. I mean, in truth and honesty, going back to what I was saying earlier about CP, I normally solo PvP for the majority. Technically I don't join into groups very often, except for the White Streaks event I did, which I actually was able to complete the full achievements, all but one, except for hitting somebody with a hammer with Vondrog, but I was able to take an overpowered PvPer who was using Vondrog, and believe it or not, I have the achievement. But the thing is, in all truth and honesty, I don't think I've ever had one of the shittiest experience in PvP in Cyrodiil, when you have certain people that are, way too overpowered, and when that becomes a problem, it's not the PvP thing I remember growing up, many, many moons ago. I think the last time I played an arena-based game was God of War Ascension, and basically, what was the other one? I did Hunter's Arena, but that wasn't PvP. That was kind of like more like a 3v3, but, you know, then again, that game wasn't that great. Uh, so, why you ask, am I doing PvP now after an X amount of time? It's the fact that I miss doing it, but I don't, in a way I do miss it, but in a way I don't. What I mean is, like, when people find a way to do something to manipulate the game to their, you know, the PvPing itself to their own, it's a telltale sign that something's rotten in Denmark, and when it happens, it becomes this thing. Now, I normally don't condone people who use overpowered gear. I mean, unless if you really want to, like, get ahead of the competition, but in a sense, it doesn't help. And I think it's really sad. I really think it is. That there's certain people who don't contribute into PvP, and they expect that they're going to get handed to them rather than working for it. And if you're making an OP gear, you know, this is where Update 35 comes in, because now, you know, in a sense, it sounds wrong, but I'm going to be happy if they actually do nerf the shit out of, like, the people who are overpowered. I mean, you gotta be honest about it. I know, like, me swearing like this, you know, but I'm blunt. You know? You know, I'm just a simple mixed European, South American. I just don't have I have no love for people who, you know, who actually spoil the game for others. And it's usually the OP people who actually do it. But, either here or there, it's, you know, what it is. Huh? Oi! That hurts. Uh-oh. Everything's been getting fried chicken. But no, there's some people out there who... I mean, look at this guy right here, right? You fucking... What's even funnier is some of them actually do that, there was a case point in taken here. There's people that are in my guild who said that there's usually those heal bots, and sometimes... And this is a guy that's built for, like, bombing. Of course he hides. So what you saw right there was a bomber build. These are people that are made for, like, the bombs. But it's kind of sad, really, because they don't... they don't do a whole lot. Those are people who have to rely on just having more of their armor jacked than anything. The only disappointment is that they have no actual skill. That goes with the teabaggers, people that have, you know, that don't contribute. You have other people in PvP, I mean, you got some that contribute, but you don't have all that do, you know? It becomes like that whole thing. But, you know, I'm just gonna be so happy when they actually nerf, you know, Open Soul. You know, like this guy right here who's got, you know, they have to use a tray bucket just to snipe. And to be perfectly honest, it doesn't matter what faction you are. If you're on a, like this dude here who's a Dorito eating buffoon that's throwing that tray bucket, that's somebody who been sitting in his mom's basement for too long. And I do have a tray bucket myself, but if I don't think I... Well, wait a minute. Hold on. We're gonna do this. Unfortunately, I can't, so we're gonna be doing it this way. Because apparently they're just gonna hide up there. So I'll just, you know, instead of me doing the talking, I'm gonna show you exactly what I was referring to during that time and frame and meaning and all that. Everything is holy. So we're gonna go in there. So right now they have a catapult that's directly over there. So they're gonna be like that stupid. Like I said, you know, that's kind of like one of those shitty tactics that they're going to try to hide behind. And the funny thing is that Aldmeri Dominion, they're nothing but Dorito eating bitches because, to be perfectly honest, one of the worst things you can ever do, and just my case in point to what I was saying, this is not PvP anymore. This, like, in general, has become... You know, I kind of wish that Update 35 would actually do more to, like, get rid of these people who are, like, freaking doing this shit. This whole cowardice bullcrap. And it's one of the reasons why I don't PvP no more. It was one of the major reasons why. I mean, you got these, like, freaking... Whoa. So, anyways, yeah, there's a lot of bullshit with this PvP stuff. Like, this is... What you just saw is not the actual PvP. You know, it's like... It becomes less enjoyable. This is the main reason. It was actually one of the main reasons why. It was one of the main reasons why I don't PvP. I haven't in probably, you know, it just kind of floors me how you got people who have no life. Like, look at these people here that were just sitting there in front of the door. You know, but what I was saying is, I'm happy that Update 35 is coming less than a month. I'm happy that some of these motherfuckers are going to get nerfed. And if they quit, let them quit. Because, in truth, there's people who want to enjoy the game without having it ruined. But anyways, I said long enough. I said my piece. So, it becomes relatively apparent. So anyways, I think that's all I can cover for, and I'm just happy that they're gonna do that. And the other thing I do want to put in is I think if you're to get a house in any DLC content, like for High Isle, for an example, you should get a that notable house in High Isle for free when you complete the content. But either way, it is what it is, and I'm not gonna bitch about it because you know what? Not my thing. So, anywho, this is Michelle362. I'm gonna say peace, love, and happiness, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch, Lady Techno. Usually I post up a stream, usually once every other week. Times will vary, so I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to do the next one. Um, so then make sure you follow me up on Lady Techno, and hoping to see you guys there. Till then, bye for now.